and welcome. It's the Gatehouse Theatre podcast Panto special. Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome. It's the Gatehouse Theatre podcast Panto special.
Woohoo! Oh, no, it isn't.
You only had one line to say.
I'm sorry, I've not got too excited that it's Panto.
Say, we'll try it again, okay?
Okay.
It's the Gatehouse Theatre Panto special.
Oh, no, it isn't.
Oh, yes, it is. There we are. Look, and we're all Panto-tastic.
Yay!
Look, we got the flashing merchandise. Mm-hmm. Definitely not flashing tat.
No.
The merchandise that we have here. It is on my head, and we're away. Now then, the Panto is up and running. You might well have been to see it already. If you have, you're one of the lucky ones. I've been to see it. Lou, you've been to see it. What are your thoughts?
I thought it was fantastic. Really enjoyed it. Loved all the songs. Loved Daisy the cow. I loved the song that she kind of had with everyone. I thought it was really good. Really enjoyed it.
I loved that bit as well. Is that the bit where they had all the puns on the...
Under the moo of love and that
you're not
kind
supposed
of...
to give them away.
Sorry.
Yeah, but I've just got down cow puns. Right?
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought that was superb as well. I loved that. It was brilliant. Yeah, so many... You never thought there'd be so many cow puns in a pantomime, would you? It's amazing. What else did you like about it? Because you're the expert on these things.
I mean, I wouldn't go that far, but the Beanstalk I thought was really good. I thought that was a great bit as well. I just really enjoyed all of it. It flowed really nice. The cast were great, really talented. I loved it when they get, as you do, when they get the kids up on stage and the silly little jokes that they say and them getting to sing along, and they seem to have a lovely time. And there was loads of kids jumping up and down and screaming. A few of them were scared of the giant, but I thought the giant was great as well.
Who's your favourite character in it?
Larry.
Ah, the lovely Mark Rhodes, CBBC winner. Double BAFTA award winner, Mark Rhodes. Yes, the very same. Yeah, he's fantastic, isn't he?
And Theo the Mouse was very funny.
Yeah, well, Theo has been putting stuff out saying that he's been on best behaviour recently and he hasn't upset anybody so far at the Gatehouse. And yeah, it's been 3 days, Theo. Give it time. Give it time. I'm pretty sure you won't keep it up. No, I thought it was fantastic as well. I mean, I've been coming to see Gatehouse pantomimes for, God knows how long, 20 odd years. I couldn't wait for my kids to be old enough to come to the Gatehouse to see the pantomime. And this was definitely, I mean, last year was brilliant. This year's is even better. It really is that good. It's fantastic.
Yeah, me too.
I love the Dame, David Phipps Davis.
I loved the costumes.
The costumes are insane. Do you know, I told you this before, he makes all his own costumes.
I know, you can tell some of that just and how quick he changed into some of them. So it came off one side, got changed, and comes back on a different side in a new costume.
Yeah, that's not a trait that you normally find in women, is it? Quick change at Christmas,
Really?
Getting ready like that very quickly.
Don't know what you mean.
Well, speak to my wife. But anyway, so the Panto is going really well. I'll tell you what I love: school shows.
Oh, they're started this week, aren't they?
The school shows are starting this week. They sell out straight away at the start of the year, and almost as soon as the kids finish the school show, the teachers run down and book for the following year. It's that good. But I just love seeing these kids in there and having their first experience of theatre and pantomime and everything. And it's like the greatest thing they've ever seen.
They just get so excited, jumping up and down, cheering. Hopefully the giant won't scare too many of them.
No. He's all right, that giant.
I loved him. I thought it was great.
Yeah. And the Beanstalk, when the Beanstalk goes up, that's a spectacular special event. In a pantomime, that is fantastic as well, isn't it? Yeah. I love all that. I do. Now, listen, I said you're the Panto expert because you told me this before and I can't believe it. How many pantomimes have you seen?
Well over 100.
How have you managed to see over 100 pantomimes?
I've got a lot of friends in them, and I love everything about Panto. I've been going since I was a kid, and I try and see as many as I can. I think the most I've seen in 1 year is 10, all over the country.
10 pantomimes in 1 year, all over the country?
Yeah.
Sounds like following Preston North End. Who was your favourite Panto star then?
Matt Slack.
Matt Slack.
He's the comic in Birmingham Hippodrome one.
I don't want to talk about the comic.
Well, you asked. That's obviously ours. Ours are amazing, so I would say ours. But you asked my favourite of all time.
What about Biggins?
Not a massive fan.
You're not a fan of Biggins? What? That's incredible.
My favourite dame I've ever seen and worked with was John Inman.
John Inman?
Yeah.
Oh, he's from Preston. I like John Inman, yes.
He was
I'm free.
amazing.
Yeah.
My favourite Dame of all time.
God
Next
rest his
to
soul.
our lovely Dave, obviously.
Yes, yeah, oh, John Inman. Yeah, that must have been a few years back.
1999.
Oh, you're giving your age away now. And John Inman's. Yeah.
Yeah, I worked at another theatre. I won't say which one. But he was the Dame, and he was amazing.
Yeah, we love John Inman. They're fantastic. Excellent. So, can I give you... Do you want a sales update?
Yeah, absolutely.
Can I take this off now? Because I feel this might be distracting.
I mean, I'm keeping mine on.
You keep yours
I'm
on.
all about the flashing.
You keep yours on. Because the other thing is I've got to read this stuff now. I've got things to read.
Here we go.
He says, as he puts his glasses on the top of his head. Anyway, I've got this in 42-point font. You can't miss this. So the sales update.
Yeah.
How many tickets do you think we've sold so far?
Oh, I reckon at least 15,000.
15,500 tickets.
So close.
Can you believe that? That is incredible. So thank you to everybody who's booked tickets so far and everybody who's coming along. I mean, one of the things we found last year is that towards the end of the run, people were trying to book and they couldn't get in because there were no shows left.
Yeah.
So this year, we know we've extended the run to the 5th of January. So there should be time to get people in. But if you want to get in, you've got to get in and book soon because even those shows
They're
after
selling
Christmas,
really, really well.
Going into the new year, people would think after Christmas into the new year, it's sort of like, are we still into pantomime and Christmas? Yeah. Yes, people are because it's still going. And I think as well, January is miserable, isn't it?
Yeah.
January is dull, it's cold, it's wet, blah. What you want is you want to cheer yourself up.
Panto.
Start your new year with a bang. Get in and see the Panto. Some people have been to see it twice already.
Have they?
Yep. Somebody came on the Friday night and they came back on the Sunday.
Oh.
That's crazy, isn't it? They loved it that much. So I think that's amazing. That says how good it is.
Yeah, and like I've said before, it's a great Christmas gift because if you're not unsure what to buy them a ticket and then they can come and watch it after after Christmas or like Boxing Day, New Year's Eve. We've got loads of really great shows and then the weekend after we've got 4 shows. So there's plenty of time. Buy your ticket and then come and watch and give it to someone as a gift if you're unsure what to buy.
Now you, Lou, you are the guru of bars and packages and treats here at the Gatehouse. You're in charge of the cakes.
I am.
Which is why I keep on your right side because you're like, slip me the odd cake every now and again. That sounds terrible. Anyway, talk us through some of the cafe offers that we've got. We've got special Christmas offers, haven't we?
We have. We've got some really lovely Christmas gingerbread biscuits. So we've got some that are decorated in Christmas trees and in little Christmas parcels. We've got mince pies, so we're doing a special offer with those where you can have one of those with a hot drink. We've got some nice Bailey's hot chocolate with some squash cream and marshmallows on, or you can have coffees with them. We've also got some new little Christmas stencils. So you can have your chocolate sprinkled on the top with a Christmas stencil, so they look very cute.
Nice.
We've got some nice cakes. We've got a really good carrot cake, and I'm hoping they will arrive this week, some red velvet mini cakes.
Oh, I don't like red velvet.
I love red velvet cake.
I don't like red velvet. And I got to tell you, I must have been well into my 40s, right, when I realised carrot cake actually had carrots in it.
What did you think was in it?
I just thought it was like an orange-coloured thing. I mean, who puts carrot in a cake? Why would you do that?
Do you not? Yeah, but you can't really taste the carrot.
Well,
I love
not.
carrot cake.
It's like it's a freak of nature. I'm not having it. Carrot cake. No.
I don't agree. I like a carrot cake.
No, and I don't even want to know what's in the red velvet then.
I mean, I couldn't tell you.
But it's very nice, and on offer at the Gatehouse. So come and have a cake, and they away they go. Yeah. Now then, speaking of other things, this is your favourite bit. This is the bit she's been desperate to sort of get into. Oh, Keith, can I bring the flashing merchandise all the way through? Look at this. This is great. Kids love this. Talk us through this incredible amount of spectacular, high-quality merchandise, battery-operated, plastic.
I just think it's fun. I love anything that flashes and sparkles. I'm here for it. It's a bit of fun, and the kids love it. You can because you can take it in, and it's normal theatre shows. You have to have, you have to be a bit quieter, and you don't talk, you don't join in. Whereas pantos, that's why I love them because you can shout, you can join in, and then you can you've got your sword, got your little windmill, and then the girls, we've got a little flashy star. Like the fairy wand, Fairy Far Away, very similar to her wand. So it's great. You can just buy them, you can take them home with you, and then keep them forever and just change the batteries when you need to.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
I just think, I look at my career and the things that I've done, and I think it's come to this. right, wearing some flashing
it suits
merchandise,
you.
Panto merchandise.
Yeah.
I don't know, I love it. I
Suits
do love
you.
it. And I love those things as well. They're very cheerful. I'll tell you what we had last year. We had those, remember the red roses?
The roses, yeah.
Yeah, I got one for them for my wife for Christmas. That was a Christmas present.
Sure, she loved that.
She's,
They would have been nice, but it doesn't really fit with Jack and the Beanstalk.
no.
It's more like, when Jack, fights the Beanstalk with his sword.
Got to be careful not to wave them around your head too much, haven't you?
Yeah, this is what happens though. I get too excited and carried away and they fall off. But yeah, is that enough showing of the flashing
That's enough showing
stuff?
of the flashing merchandise.
But it's available in the foyer and on all our bars
Yes.
and coffee shop.
Yeah, get some. It's good. Anyway, speaking of great things to do and extras for the pantomime,
Yep.
we've also got our deal with the lovely Super Bowl UK. The UK's Ultimate Family Christmas and Ultimate Family Entertainment Centre. Have to read that out. I'll tell you a funny story why you have to read that out, right? Because Super Bowl UK, the UK's Ultimate Family Entertainment Centre, got pressured by the Super Bowl, the American football Super Bowl.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
that's why you have to say it all the time.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. Anyway, they're in the pantomime. They get a bit of a shout out. It gets a good laugh in the show. It's fantastic. But also, when you buy a ticket for the Jack and the Beanstalk Panto, you also get a 2-for-1 bowling voucher at the Stafford Super Bowl.
We should take all the
Riverside.
staff. We should all go and have a night out.
We should, shouldn't we? Because
Yeah.
it's brilliant down there. I love it.
On
Yeah,
a
it takes me-
non-panto night, obviously, or else you wouldn't have a panto. But see you later. We're all going to the bowling.
Oh, yes, we are. I'll tell you who's brilliant in it.
Who?
Jack and Jill.
Yeah.
They're superb, aren't they?
Really good.
Oh, Jack, Ollie Hart Bradford, he's got so much energy. He's a proper pantomime hero, isn't he?
Yeah, and Sophie's got a beautiful voice.
Yes, and they've got chemistry together,
Yeah,
haven't they?
definitely.
I know that the cast, obviously, we had last year, we still had Winker Wendy and Theo and David and Mark, and they're back from the Beauty and the Beast last year and this year. But the cast, the chemistry is there straight away, isn't it? You can see. With the new members of the cast as well. So that was brilliant as well.
And the dancers. Got to give a shout out.
You've got to give a shout out
Yeah.
to the dancers. They're amazing.
Because I don't know if people know, there's 3 different teams of the younger dancers. So they rotate, because obviously they're only allowed to be on stage so many performances in a week. And we've got our amazing Charlotte, who's our head chaperone, who looks after them all. That's definitely a job for only certain individuals. Charlotte does it really well.
Rather her than me.
Yeah, me too. So I think there's 8 in each team. And then they rotate round, so you're not sure exactly which dancers you'll get. They're all fantastic, but they're all different little groups.
Ah, and the professional dancers are brilliant as well, aren't they?
Amazing.
And the lovely Ben Wilby's in there. We love Ben.
We do.
Once upon a time he was in Nativity, but he is in it now, and he plays all sorts of things in this, and he's a good backup as well, isn't he? For Jackie was telling us.
Yeah.
Because you forget that they've got to learn other people's parts, haven't they? In case anybody.
Yeah,
is
you just
terribly
never
ill
know
or
if
something
someone
like
gets
that.
taken ill. You don't want to have to then cancel the show. So they do all learn different roles and just kind of literally last minute have to step in if someone's ill. And we forgot to mention Poison Ivy. Sam is an amazing baddie.
I didn't forget. I didn't
you were
mention
building
her.
up to it.
I didn't mention her deliberately because I'm so scared of her.
She's
That's
terrifying.
why. She is terrifying. I mean, she's lovely when you see her, and she's like such a lovely, lovely person. Yeah. And then she goes on that stage, and she's like, Poison Ivy. She's absolutely made for it.
And you probably don't realise, so her, when she is the little old lady, and she's got this really strong Welsh accent, that's her actual accent. So when she's Poison Ivy, that's a completely different accent that she uses.
I didn't know that she was a little old lady. Plot spoiler.
It's not.
And where is she from, that village in Wales? You can't say it, can you?
Not a
You
chance.
can't say it, I can't
Not
say
a
it, but
chance.
Sam can rattle it off perfectly in the show every night. So, yeah.
And she's got 2 amazing little dogs that parents have brought down for us to see,
Aw.
which is great.
That's nice, isn't it? Yeah. So it's an amazing cast. It's a fantastic pantomime. We're not just saying this. We've had a couple of people in the press. A couple of people have had sneak previews because officially the press night is coming up. But the press that have seen it so far, they absolutely love it. They're saying 5 stars all the way.
Yeah.
And I haven't put the reviews out yet, but trust me, people are loving this. It's going to be fantastic. So I'd say book your tickets now. Jack and the Beanstalk runs to January the 5th. It'll make you Christmas. You won't be disappointed. Yeah. Oh, no, you won't. Right. Anyway, speaking of Christmas, what are you getting for Christmas?
Oh, I don't know. See what people buy me.
You know what you should get?
Oh, what's that?
Some tickets for shows at the Gatehouse.
Obviously, I think I'm getting a voucher to get tickets for the Gatehouse.
That's good. It's almost like we rehearsed that.
Badly.
Or not, actually. No. Can get gift vouchers for any shows at the Gatehouse. And also we do theatre tokens, so they don't have to be spent just at the Gatehouse. You can spend them at the West End because we're part of this national scheme. We'd prefer it if you did spend them at the Gatehouse, obviously, because we have got so many good shows coming up this year and into January. We've got a fantastic lineup. And what's scary, and I've said this before, is how quick these things come around. Do you know, we've got Sleeping Beauty, next year's pantomime, is on sale now already.
Yep.
And people are already buying tickets. Like I say, they're coming down from the show, going straight to the box office, first thing the next morning, whenever, they're in and saying, can we book tickets for next year?
Or doing it online when they get home.
Do it online when they get home. Well done. Nice
Don't know
plug.
why I felt like I needed to do that.
No, that's good. That's good. I thought you were casting a spell.
Buy
It
your
was
tickets.
Poison Ivy.
Yeah.
Back in the room. So into January, we do have some fantastic shows, and they're all selling really well, which is great because I think people are looking forward. Like I say, January is a terrible month, isn't it? It's after Christmas.
Dark and it's cold.
It's cold.
Yeah.
It's miserable. Christmas has just finished. You want cheering up.
Yeah.
And
Come and see a show.
Come and see a show.
What's more fun?
well, I'll tell you what, we've got some killer shows in here. Moon Age, the best of Bowie. Now, I'm not going to say this, but there are some people in the Gatehouse Theatre who keep pronouncing this Moonage.
It's not me. You're not looking at me.
Why? Why would you do that? They're clearly not Bowie fans, and how can you not be a David Bowie fan? But we've got Moon. I nearly said it myself there.
Moonage.
We've got Moon Age, the best of Bowie, on January the 16th, and I'm definitely coming to that show because, I mean, are you a Bowie fan?
No.
How can you not be a David Bowie fan?
Because I'm an Elvis fan.
Yeah, and
That's it. It's just
you're
not.
allowed
It's
to
not
like the two, you know.
No, I mean, I think he's incredible, but it's not my cup of tea in terms of music style.
Wow.
Sorry.
72 to 82 Bowie, nobody will ever match that. Just incredible. It's just
I mean, I was born in '79, so I only got the tail end of it.
well. Moving on quickly. If you were born in 79, right? Though you see, I was born earlier than that.
No,
Yeah,
really?
shocker. All right, but this next one, the day after the Bowie thing, is a group or a duo that I was brought up with because my mum and dad loved this duo, and again, you've just got to love them. The Simon and Garfunkel story.
Yeah, I've seen that show. That's really good.
That show
I do
is
like
amazing.
That. Yeah.
I've seen it. I actually brought my mum and dad a couple of years back when they were at the Gatehouse, and yeah, it's a brilliant show. That all the Simon and Garfunkel hits, and not only that, they've got sort of the films and the videos behind, so it tells the story of how they came about, intermixed with all these amazing events in the 1960s.
And it's really popular, so they come back, don't they? Because people want to see it again, and so they do come back.
It's been seen in 50 countries around the world.
Wow.
I was in Hungary last Christmas, right? And they had a poster up for it there. That's how big it is. It's Budapest. It's all over the world. This show is seen, just tours constantly. Yeah. But people love it at the Gatehouse. I think it's the third time they've been back here in recent years. It's an amazing show. It really is. The music just goes without saying. But the guys, the one guy looks exactly like Art Garfunkel and sounds like him, which is a hell of a thing to pull off.
Yeah.
And the other guy looks like Paul Simon, obviously a younger version. So, yeah, it works brilliantly. And that's going to be a fantastic show on January the 17th. The Story of Soul on the 18th.
That'll be a good one.
Again, it's like this is all my sort of jam and into all this bit
You're
of
going to be
Marvin
busy there,
Gaye.
aren't you?
It's good to be busy. It's good to be busy. They do a bit of Barry White in there as well.
Barry White.
Barry White. You can't go wrong. And then following that, this is
a test announcement.
this is a test announcement.
That's live theatre for
Thank you, James. That sounded like the giant off Jack and the Beanstalk, didn't it? Is he coming in? Unbelievable. Keep going. We've got the following day, January the 19th, The Music of Madness. Again, a band who I
Madness
absolutely
is
love.
great.
Yeah, I've seen Madness so many times. I'm a massive fan of Madness. So yeah, we've got all sorts going on. And then this show on January the 22nd, the riskiest show of the year, but I think you might like it. Right? I've got a mad idea that you might like this one.
Go on.
An Evening of Burlesque.
Oh, yeah, it is amazing. I've seen it.
I thought you would have seen that one. If you haven't seen The Music of Madness, but you've seen An Evening about, talk us through what's it all about? Because it's not what it sounds, is it?
No, I think if you like that style of kind of music and dance, and it's just a really cool show. I don't want to spoil it for people. I think you can, if you know what burlesque is, then it is that kind of vibe. Beautiful women. It's great.
I think the word we're looking for is classy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a classy evening. It's not terrible. It's a classy evening with a bit of everything.
If you think about, there's a musical called Burlesque.
Oh, I've seen that. It's great.
Yeah, I saw it recently. And one of the girls from the Panto was in it.
Really?
Yes.
Which one?
Cassidy. That's it. I was looking at Cassidy. She was in Burlesque in
Really?
Manchester when I saw it. Yeah.
Wow.
I think she's going back into it in the West End.
Yeah, well, that's good. It is an
But
amazing
the
night
version
out.
coming here is not the musical.
No.
But it's that kind of vibe with those sort of costumes, all the incredible dancing.
I tell you what, it always sells out. It always sells out. So it's going to be a fantastic thing. It's always in January. It always sells out. It gets people out to come and see it. So yeah, well done. And the other thing coming back in January, which we love, you love this. I know you love this. Our classic film afternoons.
Oh, I do. I love them.
Talk me through the classic film afternoon offer.
So you can come along to watch the classic film, go to box office. It's £6 per person or £2 for £10. And with that, you get a hot drink and a piece of cake. So you get to come to the coffee shop. You could try one of our new lovely cakes. And then you get to sit in and watch the film. And there's all sorts of different ones. I'm not sure what's coming up. You probably know that better than me.
I'm going to tell you now.
But we've had carry-on films. We had Elvis film, which was my favourite. We've had loads of nice films.
Yeah. We're starting the season off.
Go on.
Thursday, the 16th of January. It happened one night. Clark Gable.
Oh, such
Clark
a nice film.
Gable. I mean, yeah, he is absolutely fantastic. But then it gets better. So that's quite an old film, isn't it? It happened one night. January the 23rd, the following week, you're going to love this. An Officer and a Gentleman.
Oh, Richard Gere in that white outfit when he carries that, yeah.
Yeah,
Probably
Richard
just
Gere.
spoiled the end if you've not seen it, but that film, yeah.
Everybody knows the ending to that film.
Well, you never know. Spoilers.
But it is one of my favourite films of all time, An Officer and a Gentleman.
It's been turned into a musical as well. It's been touring the country.
Really?
Haven't seen it yet. I would like to.
Oh, who's in it?
Nobody famous.
Oh, but it sounds good.
But it looks great.
Yeah.
The story's great. Men in uniform. I mean, what's not to like?
Depends if they're knocking on your door at 4 o'clock in the morning to arrest you.
I mean.
Anyway. Bit of Hitchcock on January the 30th.
Okay.
Vertigo.
I've not seen that.
Oh, it's superb. That is so ahead of his time, wasn't he, Alfred Hitchcock? Yeah, absolutely brilliant. And there is one more, The King and I.
Oh, one of my absolute favourite musicals.
Yul Brynner and
Her name escapes me. I can
Deborah
see
Carr.
Deborah Carr. Yeah.
Deborah Carr.
I was in The King and I many years ago. We
Really?
Did, I was in Amdram, Bilston Operatics. And we
What did
The
you
King
play?
and I.
Were you the Queen?
One.
No, not the Queen. The nanny.
No, I wish I was. I can't sing that well. No, I was one of his many wives.
Shall we dance?
Yeah.
Cha cha cha. Yeah, I love the Yul Brynner.
Oh, it's
superb.
just beautiful.
Yeah. So with the classic film afternoons are back in the new year. People love them. Like say, come along, see the film, have a drink and a cake.
Yeah.
And it's
Good
just a good
cake.
thing to do because they're in the afternoons again. It gets people out, come along to have a chat, meet new people. Loads of people come along
Yeah,
and
a
make
lot
new
of people.
friends.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they're in the Met, so everything's on the flat. It's easy to get into, easily accessible. They're a great afternoon out. Now then, have you got a Christmas joke?
Oh, no.
I did prep you for this. I did say,
I know, but I
get
forgot.
a Christmas joke.
I'm really terrible at remembering jokes. You've probably got loads, so you could.
I haven't. I've got one.
You've got what? I haven't got any.
Last Christmas, I bought my wife a lie detector as a gift. Oh, I love it, she said. I said, really? We'll see. It went down better the second time. Anyway.
Oh dear. So
There we
that's
are.
why I've not got a Christmas joke.
Well, yeah.
I mean, how can I compete with that?
Well, well, it's not difficult, I wouldn't have thought. Anyway, right. So we're coming to the end, Lou. It's just a chance for us to say Happy Christmas to everybody. Thanks ever so much, everybody, by the way, for watching the first one of these.
Yeah.
Wow. We were expecting to have like 10 people, like our close family and like the bosses watching it to make sure we didn't say anything silly. And as if. And we ended up having like more than 1,000 people.
Yeah.
So it's like, what? Amazing. Thank you so much for everybody who watched the previous one or just listened to it on your way to work or while you're at the gym or whatever. Hope you've enjoyed listening to us rattle on again about the Panto.
Yep.
Jack and the Beanstalk, like I say, come along and get your tickets. It runs till January the 5th. You will not be disappointed. I can safely say that. It's going to be a great night, a great run, and yeah.
And don't forget, any questions, anything you want to know about us, the theatre, shows, please let us know and we can read some out on the next podcast.
Yep. And so, well, that's it. And we'll see you next time. Happy Christmas.
Happy Christmas.